Okay, hey YouTube, this is Matthew Morgan coming back with some more real shit for you. Couple things that I did want to cover, and I'm gonna, so fuck it. One, have to add to some stuff about that suicide thing. So here we go. For anyone that want to tell somebody the person that you know committed suicide and they went to hell, they didn't. Unless, they did it and couldn't forgive the fact that they did it. I'm just adding on to some shit I was saying before. There are people in this world who have unfortunate dark places in their mind because they, how should I say, they never had anyone to show them a brighter way to go through life, and all they ever seen was darkness. All they ever knew was darkness. They never saw no light. They never saw a reason in life to be positive. They were never around anything positive. And unfortunately, that does cause them to take their own life. Unfortunately, it does, though. Then you have, however you're looking at this, I'm going to just say, you have entities whispering in your ear to say your life's not important. You're not worth anything. God don't love you. God don't care about you. If he did, why is he letting you suffer and he's not doing nothing about it? Obviously, he don't care. So what's the point of you trying to stay alive if you ain't got no purpose, which you don't? And then you wake up and all you see around you is negativity. And you live in a life of negativity, but it's not you causing the negativity, it's people around you that don't care nothing about you. So, in one area, you got entities trying to tell you your life doesn't matter, you're not important, God don't love you, just give up and kill yourself. Another area, you got Jesus telling you he loves you and he cares about you and he's trying to fix things so they work out for you. But unfortunately, you don't know that. And the thing about people that do take their own life, and this is a fact a lot of people don't look into or ask, but I'm going to explain it to you. The reason a lot of people take their own life is because they don't want to be a burden to no one with their problems, and they feel like they would be if they told someone else. So instead of them trying to be a burden to other people with their problems, they figure the best way to solve it is just to take their own life. Sad, but true. And when they're holding that knife to their jugular, or they're about to OD, or drink themselves to death, or noose themselves, or whatever have you, that temptation of they don't matter, their life is useless, what's the point of me living if nobody cares? It sticks to them, and there's nothing they feel like they can do. And people are like, oh, well, you just gotta learn to get over it. Oh, you just gotta learn to get over it. It's not that simple. It's not that easy. See, people will just tell you, oh, you gotta learn to get over it. See, here's the thing people fail to realize. Everyone is born in a different way of life, with a different mindset, with a different viewpoint of it. Some people are born in that life where their parents make sure they don't have to worry about nothing or want for anything. Some people are born in that life where it's top, where it's tipsy turvy, meaning some days you might have nice shit, other days you might have to go without shit. Some people have nothing and they're perfectly fine with that. They're just content with being happy and enjoying life to its fullness. Some people, unfortunately, have a depraved state of mind, which means it's just always negative. Nothing positive is ever around them. Now, when someone's about to take their own life, the only thing they're thinking about is, should I really do this? Who is this going to affect? Will people miss me if I'm gone? Probably not. Probably not. But then you have these entities that'll keep playing visions in your mind of all the bad times in your life, all the times when people ever treated you like crap, all the moments that went totally wrong. And the person about to take their life is the only one seeing this. And when they're looking at whatever they're about to use to take their own life with, the visuals get stronger and stronger and stronger to a point where they can't deal with it. So they end themselves because A, they don't know if God cares, if He's real, if He even hears anything they ask for, because they have never met Him, they have never seen Him, nobody showed them any love, so they don't see a bright side to anything, which is sad but true. Some people might have everything in life and still be in that mindset because they feel like the only reason people care about them is because they got stuff, not for who they are. So, even a rich person might have that same mindset. Because material shit don't make a person happy. It just makes you, in other words, I don't care how much material shit you got, happiness comes and goes. That's why it's called happiness. Something got to happen to make you happy, or make you happy. Once you get it, you lose the flame and you don't care about it no more. That's why it's called material shit. It matters, then it doesn't matter no more. It's matter that matters for a little while, then it doesn't, or you end up losing it or something happens to it. But anyway, that's why people do that. Because one side of their mind is, fuck it, this life don't mean nothing. I've been through nothing but straight up hell, so what's the point of me trying to live? You got negativity all in your mind. There's nothing positive to keep you going. Other half is a positive trying to be there, but it's not strong enough. And when I say that, I mean simply put, God's trying to tell you that He does care. He's trying to fix your situation. Don't give up. It's going to get better. But unfortunately, since all you know is negative, all you ever seen and lived around is negative, and people only ever treated you negative, that's all you know. So, unfortunately, a lot of people do go off of that. That's why they end up taking their own life. And it's crazy because it's usually always the good-hearted people that are misunderstood and were born to a shitty life. Now, I'm not saying, they might be born to people that can't afford nothing. Not the case. Sometimes you might be born to a billionaire family, but that lifestyle ain't as promising as you would think. Because even though y'all got all that money, you might not be happy in no parts of that life. None. The more money you get, more problems you got to deal with, and it shows. Material shit shows people's true colors. The nicer the object, the worse the person might be if they don't know how to deal with it. The more money, the more greedy. That's all I'm trying to say. So if you know someone that has took their life, I just have to say, I am so sorry about that. And just know they are not in hell because the Father understands why they took their life. And He is going to welcome them in the heavens with open arms because it's human that everyone cannot battle everything the same. Some people are strong enough to withstand pain, some people are not. Everyone's not built the same. That's what certain people have to understand. Everyone's just not built the same. So, like I said, if you do know someone who took their own life, just know they are in heaven with the Father. Just know that. You can rest easy knowing that they are, because He's not going to, unless they themselves, after they do that, their spirit can't forgive what happened to them and what they did to themselves. So, and then there's sometimes that person's spirit won't leave the earth because they haven't found no resolution for their life, so they will wander the earth and never leave it because they don't know, they don't see the light and they don't find it. So some people never actually leave this world. They're bound by their pain and their misunderstanding of stuff. That's what keeps them down here. Crossing over just ain't an option because they don't never seen the other side, so they don't want to go over there because they don't know what's going to happen. And they also want someone to know what happened to them in this life. So a lot of the time they will stay over here until someone finds out. Just so it's known. Like I said, to anyone you know who has took their life, just know they're with the Father in heaven unless they couldn't forgive it. Otherwise, they might be still wandering this earth, or can't say the other part, but they just might not be with Him, but they ain't suffering unless they're torturing themselves with their own unforgiveness and stuff. Next thing is people that walk with God versus people that walk with the devil versus people that walk with other spirits and such and such. Just so for the explanation, there are people that choose to walk with the devil and learn from him. There's people that choose to walk with Jesus and learn from him. There's people that pray to the devil to bless them with stuff, like there's people that pray to God to bless them with stuff. But everyone follows who they think will do them best in life and who has their best interest at heart. Some people choose to follow the devil because they assume he has their best interest at heart. He wants to give them a better life and he'll bless them with stuff. Some people follow Jesus because they feel like he has their best interest in heart and will bless them and give them stuff. Only difference between Lucifer and Jesus is when Jesus blesses you with something, he'll always tell you, this I give you will come with problems, but I will teach you how to deal with it and I will prepare you for it. Because whatever he gives you is going to always come with problems. Always. Everything he blesses you, it comes from this earth. So it's going to always have a problem. And he's going to always teach you how to deal with it properly. And the other thing is, there's people that follow Jesus because they can wait for him to bless them with stuff. And they have enough faith to be able to do it. There's people that follow Lucifer because they feel he'll bless them with stuff much faster and it'll be much nicer and they don't have to wait for it. But there's always that pro and that con. And trust me, there's never a pro. There's always a con. Always. It's like he might show you the bright and shiny to what he's giving you, but then usually he'll hide the darkness so you don't run from it. That way, by the time you learn what's the darkness, you done already been ensnared or taken by it, or it already done devoured you, or you already are in too deep with it, and leaving is just not an option. So, yeah, that's why some people follow him, some people follow him. Everyone has their different reasons for why they do that. And just to say, there's people in the church who do evil, do dirt, and there's people in the streets who you might think are evil, but they're very nice. But they found their way, and that's what they're sticking to, but they're very nice. So I'm just saying, you can't judge a book by its cover. Just because you see someone in church does not mean they're living by God. And just because you see someone on the street don't mean they're living by the devil. Certain things ain't always what it look like. People just know how to fool you with an image. That's all I'm saying.